Avenger to bring home to your parents? Captain Marvel, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Ant-Man, Okoye, Thor, Black Widow, or Nebula? I would go with Captain Marvel. I think she'd get along the best with, with parents and be the most lovely. I'm counting my own character in that. I think that's Captain Marvel.
I love Brie Larson. She's just so cool. I do. I genuinely love her with a passion. I watch all of her stuff. she's brilliant.
First of all, honestly, the movie is great. And I think it's hard to make a great sequel. It's especially hard to make a great sequel.
Sort of impossible. And that's why we were really reluctant to even entertain the thought of a sequel. But then John pitched me the opening of the movie, which is amazing.
So he worked on the opening of the movie, and it is amazing.
It is amazing.
He worked on this scene, and then he came to you and said, hey, I have an idea of how we could start this.
And you'd be an idiot not to want to be in this scene.
Right. Now, if you had said, hey, I don't want to...
Call Brie Larson.
Would he pout, or would he have recast you?
Can you imagine if Brie Larson was just me?
Oh, that would be weird, especially at home. That would be weird, too. Especially for your daughters, who would suddenly have their mommy is Captain Marvel.
Yeah. They'd be thrilled. What was your question?
No, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. The movie's fantastic.
Thank you.
I think it might be better than the first one, even.
I love you for saying
And the
that.
first one was just absolute. Well, okay.
It's because Brie Larson's in this.
Tom, like we both try to fix each other's love lives.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who I'm dating.
We don't.
You don't know?
Well, I've heard rumors. I've heard a huge. What are they called? Shipping?
Shipping. I'm being shipped with.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I thought Thor was being shipped.
With Captain Marvel? That's why I'm saying let's make a love triangle movie. Let's make an MCU.
Yeah,
oh my god, let's make an MCU like thriller. Like a those old like 90s like who's gonna be with who? It could be light. It could be just a rom-com about like the three of us,
Or like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Yeah. Completely shooketh seeing you in the Captain Marvel trailer. Side note, you shocked me.
Why?
You shocked everyone because I didn't know you were in it. I felt like confused. I was excited. What was your reaction to the trailer? Side note.
I just think Brie Larson's awesome.
Yes.
She's so awesome.
Amazing.
She's super cool, and I was just excited to see. You on a behemoth of a film like that.
Yeah.
You only get to do your little bit, and so there was all this stuff. I hadn't seen the stuff that she'd done with Samuel, and so there was all this stuff that and a lot of the effects, obviously, that I hadn't seen finished. So I was just thrilled to see her looking so damn cool.
I am here to present to Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson. Brie is someone whose advocacy work extends to every part of her life, from the roles she chooses to play, the causes she chooses to support, and the people she chooses to have in her life. The first time I met Brie was through Time's Up. We were a handful of actresses in a room sharing stories, and I was immediately struck by her all-encompassing warmth, her completely unique way of seeing the world, and her razor-sharp intellect. She was in her 20s and had already directed a film, won an acting Oscar, and could bench 350 pounds with her hips, which I saw on video. It's pretty amazing. And not to mention, she could light and heat a metropolis with the warmth of her smile. It became quickly clear that Brie would be a leader. She recognized the large injustice in representation in our industry immediately. At our first meeting, she already raised very specific issues to tackle, such as the representation among film critics and journalists. Then she had a plan of action that she worked tirelessly, and I mean tirelessly, to put into place. And suddenly, a practice that we had all become used to, namely being interviewed only by older white men, was questioned at every junket, every premiere.